You dig a hole. You see the amount of roots that I have? Those are good. I am sure that the plant will not die after planting. You dig the hole to the height of your roots. You place it and then you cover it. Hi guys, welcome to yet another video. Today we shall be learning how to use the simple materials that we have at home to make our strawberry gardens. Here you can see I've already prepared my strawberry garden, which is not actually in the farm. It's actually in an incomplete building. I have maximized its use. So what we need in starting that process, it is the soil, manure, and here I have combined my soil with cow dung for providing the crops with nutrients. I also have chicken manure, which is essential in providing the crops with nitrogen, and I also have wood ash, like I told you in the previous video. So let's get rolling. So the very first thing that you need, it is to mix your components in 1 meter. When you're planting in the field, 1 meter of the land that you're using, you should measure 1 meter with a feet. It is approximately 3.2. So in such an area, you should put 3 wheelbarrows of manure in 1 meter and 2 buckets of chicken manure. So I have already prepared mine, and this is what I have already. So when you're planting, you make a bed like that, because strawberries want to be clean. Therefore you have to ensure that they are as far away from the surface as possible. So you prepare your bed like this. After mixing your components, after you have put your chicken manure, to add your wood ash on top of the bed. You do it in a zigzag format. So you will be pouring it like that, and then like that, and then like that to the end of your bed. And then you mix it with a rake. So this is basically how you're going to do it. You just do it 4 times, ensuring that every part of your bed has gotten the good amount of the wood ash. The reason we add it first, it is because it is a very small component, so you need it to be at the top of your bed as much as possible. After doing that, you align your bed. You ensure that it is well placed. You then put your PVC paper, mulching paper. So you place it like that. The soil, you dig a trench that is a bit half an inch, like that. This is when you're planting in the field, guys. And then you cover it with your soil. You cover it like that. You do it on both sides. After doing that, you take your foot again. Measure 1 foot. Here is our 1 foot. This is where we are going to put our first hole. You measure another one. This is where we are going to put our second hole. To do that, we are going to use the help of our scissors here. So guys, you can use different materials apart from mulching paper. Such a paper, I was using it for growing mushrooms, which I'm now using it to grow some strawberries. And what we are going to do, since we have already done our mixture, we are just going to transfer it here. You now add your water. You water your beds. It could be this paper bag or a container. Today I'm not going to water a lot of water because there was rain recently, and the soil and the manure is already wet. So I'm just going to do it after planting my strawberries, my runners. However, for somebody in the dry areas, you should water your bed or your bags or your whatever you're planting in before you plant, so that you can ensure that the plant is going to find a wet and a well-drained area. And you should not overwater your bed, because the strawberries might not grow well in such a surface, and you might encourage root rot. So what you have to do is to ensure that the water does not drip when you after you are watering. So let's go ahead and plant our strawberries. So guys, you remember in our last video I showed you that you should use clear cups so that you can ensure that you can observe the root development of your runners. As you can see here, mine has already developed, and I can very easily see my roots. It is up to the bottom area, but with this one the roots are not yet developed. But I am not going to be limited from removing this from the mother plant, because this one will keep growing at the cup. So I'll just remove this one and let this one keep growing. So what you have to do when you're removing the cup, you just have to roll it like this slowly so that you do not break it, and then you press at the bottom here. You hold the plant very well, you press at the bottom like that, and your plant is already out. You see guys, the runners are very well developed and they are ready to be transplanted. So we are going to dig a hole over here. We dig a hole over here to the height of our roots like that. We drop it, and then you ensure that you place it at the center. You drop it, and then you cover it like that. You have to ensure that the crown part, this part, it is at the top of your bed or your surface or anything that you're planting on, because if you cover this area, you're going to encourage root rot. So you have to ensure that it is at the top. So we have now planted our runner. We are going to remove this stolon because it is no longer useful. But the one that we have that has not developed the roots yet, we are going to leave it here. It can continue growing. When it reaches the same point as the mother, we are going to remove it. And now we are going to plant our second cup, our second runner. You roll, remember to roll, so that you can detach the soil with the cup. And then you hold it like that so that it doesn't fall. You press down below like that. And oh, this one had 2 cups, and that is it. You dig a hole. You see the amount of roots that I have? Those are good. I am sure that the plant will not die after planting. You dig the hole to the height of your roots. You place it, and then you cover it. And you ensure if it is covered here by the soil, you do not cover the crown. We are going to remove this part. Then after doing that, you water it immediately. So I have my water here. You do not overwater, you just water enough to start for it to continue growing. And that's about it, guys. So you have to keep watering your plant every single day, especially for people who are planting in your balconies and people in the field and it is sunny. You have to ensure that you water your plant every day. So every morning you should water half a liter, and you should do the same in the evening, half a liter, because you have to ensure that you balance the amount of water the plant is getting. You do not overwater and you do not underwater. So half a liter in the morning and in the evening, it is the ideal amount to keep the plant growing. And that is just about it. Where I have planted, this is the bed. This is a good container. It had molasses initially. I just took it, cut it twice, threw away the top part, and then the below part I drilled some holes for drainage purposes, and then I planted these ones. And you can see how the rest of the plants are doing. They are doing very okay. This is just an old tire that I was wondering what should I do with this one, and I decided to make it a garden too. So to recap what we've been saying, the most essential things that you need are manure in 1 meter. Let me show you again. 1 meter, which is 3.2 feet, you have to ensure that you have put 3 wheelbarrows of soil, and then you add your 2 buckets of chicken manure. You sprinkle your wood ash for sweetness, and then when you're doing in your PVC paper, you have to ensure that you have dug half a foot trench so that you can cover the PVC paper with the soil to ensure that it doesn't uncover when it rains so hard. And you have to ensure that the plants are at a higher surface so that you can keep the plants clean. Remember, these are very perishable fruits, so you have to maintain cleanliness even in the field, so that when you pick the fruits, you do not have to do a lot of manipulation in washing. You can just take them to the market, or you can eat them without too much washing. And that is just about it, guys. Let us meet in the next video, where we shall be learning more about strawberry farming, how we can do it for profit, how we can do it at our homes. And remember, we are doing this organically. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to share, subscribe, and give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know the materials that you're going to use to plant your strawberries, to do your home gardens, to do your profit gardens. And until next time, see you guys.